Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Rambo goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Lawn Wars goes 1975.
Welcome to another Let's Look at some of Ocean's best games. Could you say that Rambo on the ZX Spectrum, released by Ocean in 1985 and also released on the Commodore 64 and the Amstrad, is one of their best games? Probably not. By the way, it's a 48K game only, and that's why it has beeper, sound effects and music. But to be fair, the music is alright. So obviously, it's not one of their best games, but it's a game myself and very great many people have a massive amount of nostalgia for. Obviously, it's based on the movie. Well, it's not based on the movie of the same name. Obviously, it's based on First Blood Part 2, Rambo, released in the I was going to say in the arcades, in the cinemas in 1985. That was an absolutely massive hit. Unfortunately for me, my parents would never let us watch it because they thought it was just going to be too violent, because it made the news over here as being an incredibly violent movie. Obviously, John Rambo returns to Vietnam to rescue forgotten prisoners of war. It's a very cheesy movie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, I'm just saying it's a guilty pleasure, and it's very cheesy because you got to remember the movie that it follows up, which is a very, very gritty, serious movie about how America treated its Vietnam vets, you know, including John Rambo had post-traumatic stress syndrome upon their return to their own country. And so yeah, so they licensed this and it was released in 1985. I mean, this is 3 years into Spectrum's life, so I mean, you've got Commando, and this is what I mean, this is a guilty pleasure and I love it, and it does some things that Commando doesn't. It's let down a bit in the graphics department, but hey, I think it only got sort of moderate to okay-ish reviews, but it sold a shit ton because it was based on Rambo. And my memory as a kid, before we owned it ourselves, and I still have the copy I had as a kid, it's got phenomenal. It's one of the, original cassette case, but it's clear plastic and you have a back print and a front print. Front print is the Rambo cover poster of the movie, the back print is him with the explosive arrows. But our neighbour, who was our cousin, had it and we played it around there first, and I think his copy ended up being our copy, and we loved it as kids, but we suck at it. So it's a 8-directional scrolling game where you play as John Rambo. Hello, there we go. This is typical of Ocean's, sort of layout on their intro screens and configuration screens of the time, at least on the Spectrum. So that makes me think they're the same sort of person program all these games back then. But yeah, so you have to rescue prisoners of war, and you start off with a knife and a grenade, and you can switch between them. You'll see how I do that when we set our controls, which is depicted at the bottom of the screen, and are horrible. C, there we go. D, define. And then you can pick up other weapons such as a machine gun, regular arrows, explosive arrows, and you have to navigate the screen and rescue prisoners of war that are kind of like crucified and stuff like that. Going to keys of champions: O left, P right, Q up, A down. I'm assuming that's far, M and W, or is that an ass? Or is it tits? I don't know. I'm assuming it's W for weapons. Z, which is change weapon, and then you can you get into a helicopter and stuff like that? You're going to see though, I'm not going to show you much because I suck at it, but it's just, this is one of those games as a kid that me and my brothers, like we rotated playing and we loved. Right, so S, start. Hello, there you go. Enter name, Tits McGee. Oh, Tits McGee. Right, enter. Right, so there you are. Rambo, Tits McGee. Points underneath that. Player 1, press any key to Tits McGee. Everything on the right is a slot for the weapons. Look, so my Rambo heads are my lives. Got the Rambo music, and you can see that the knife is white, so therefore it's highlighted, meaning I've got it selected, and the grenade is not. Press Z, and the grenade is highlighted. Now it's obviously up, down, left, right, diagonals. Your knife is basically exactly the same as a gun, just doesn't fire as fast. You can blow up the trees and you can blow up the buildings. You will hear noises if I shoot someone. There you go. They can fire diagonally as well. And if you touch them, you die. And the weapons, I believe, spawn randomly. And also, my face is itching because, of course it is, I'm playing a run and gun game. Look at the range on my knife. Right, so the scrolling isn't the best. It's 1985. Having said that, we are 3 years into Spectrum's life. Look at this. You would have thought, alright, it could have done a bit better than this. Look, well, having said that, though, if you look at stuff like Commando, only 600 for all those people I've killed. That only scrolls up and down. And this scrolling up and down is actually quite smooth. Now, ooh, we want to find the river and then follow round the bend, because then we blow up a fence. There will be blue blokes. I believe they are commandos and give you more points. Follow around, blow up a fence. I've gone too far. Oh. My God, my pockets must be massive. Oh, yeah, we've gone too far. I like the fact that they all look like Orko. Look at the bad guys. And either they haven't really done my Rambo mullet properly, or I'm wearing a helmet. I don't know. I'm assuming the people who made the game must have watched the movie. I mean, 1985 is the same year in it, so there you go. Hang on, that worked out. I've gone too far up. Are you going to start me? Don't, or I'm going to rage quit. You bastard. It's just come flooding back. But you saw the fence, bridge, or whatever the hell it was, paddock gate, if you will, that I had to blow up. And then there will be buildings in there, and there will be our first hostage. That's the sweet spot. Kind of a little bit up above them and slightly to the right, but not too far right, so they can use diagonals against you. See what I mean? No, like when they come spawning in like that. This is why it's so hard. It's a bit, I wouldn't say it's broken, it's just a bit unfair. Oh! And of course, if you want to try and slalom to throw them off, you'll end up being sick from motion sickness. But for all its flaws, it is a fun game. You could argue it's more ambitious than Commando because of the scope of the maps. Commodore 64 version, the last time I played this was when I did a comparison version, and even I can say the Commodore 64 version is the better game. It's fantastic, to be fair, and the music's amazing. But so this is the one I had as a kid, and this is the one I love. I like it a lot. Ooh! That's the noise I would make if I was a crooner, by the way. True story. If I was Johnny Viama. Points for who that is. Right, so, don't shoot me. I want to show the good ladies and gentlemen. He was totally dead off screen. There we go. Right, yeah. How to get in here. And then, yeah, I'm sure there's a helicopter. I don't know, it's been ages. I should just keep firing, shouldn't I? Can I? No way! Oh, I can fire over, but they can too. Oh, I'm going to be sick. Where's the gate? Oh, mother puss bucket. This is the bit though, right? Starting you down the bottom. I mean, they were probably elongating a game that wasn't particular. Can I skip that? Thank you. Particularly big. But the, oh Jesus, starting down the bottom bit does, well, get on my tits and make my piss boil just a tad. Probably not as boily as the poor bastards that were left behind in this movie. But hey, and then there was Rambo 3, which I also have a soft spot for. But let's be honest, none of them were First Blood, which was an amazing movie. Well, it's based on a book, isn't it? Look up the history of shooting it, making it, and the number of people's hands it went through in order to get. Oh, to did it? What did he? Was that a rocket grenade? Yeah, to get made. And who could have been in it? I just remember the bit where he stitched his arm up, because we did see that. It was on TV. We saw it as kids. No! Oh, you motherfucker! Yeah, just to remind you, Uncle Sam. Yeah, we saw that, and the bit where he falls out the tree, cuts his arm, which that him screaming is actually he did really hurt himself. I think he broke a rib or something. Then he has to stitch his arm up with the needle and thread that was in his knife. That was the stuff of legend when we were kids at school. Right, so because that's going to make all the difference. We're going to go straight up. There you go. I do like the way it displays your name underneath Rambo, top right. But why did that take so long? It's just the random nature of how they shoot at you. Some won't even fire a gun. Some have clearly got no bullets. Look at his little legs. Looks like a fucking hamster. And some will just go mental and clearly don't miss. Oh, that's right. You all piss off and leave me alone. Just a nice leisurely walk through Vietnam. And I'm just looking for some buddies that, you know, we left them behind. They missed the bus when we all left. So we're just, you know, picking them up and stuff like that. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. You should normally have a weapon by this point, but I've clearly missed them all. That shouldn't stop me. Ooh, no! Shouldn't stop me progressing, but I say that, look. Oh, Jesus. I am the law. See what I did there? Now you're going to put me all the way back to the fucking beginning, aren't you? Oh no! Checkpoints! Wow. The ambassador is really spoiling us. I got stuck on water. Anyway, Rambo 4. Brilliant. Last Blood. It's just a gore fest, isn't it? At the end. Oh look, we got slowdown because of all the stuff. Can I use the buildings as cover? Let's see if we can. No, I got stuck on it. Lot of real estate. I'm sure. There you go. Look. I think I need this is stupid. I need a rocket propelled grenade because my grenade doesn't work, even though it's exactly the same as a rocket propelled grenade. It's just not rocket propelled. That's a bit weak. Though, isn't there another bloke on a crucifix around here somewhere? Anyway, at least I got here. I can destroy that then. At least I got here. So look, edge of screen. Stay away from the edge of the screen. Bad stuff happens there. That's the helipad. Does that mean you can... Yeah, I think you can fly to different parts of the map. I don't know. Map is probably too strong a descriptive term for what this is. Do I have to go back outside in order to try and get a weapon? I've never got... You know what? My many years of playing this game, I've never actually got to this bit before without a gun needed to blow that shit up. I don't like backtracking because that's when the bad men come. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. Points to the quote. It's got fuck all to do with Rambo. Yeah, I've always had a gun at this point. Yeah, when you backtrack, you get too close to the side of the screen. Is it going to do the reverse problem now? Which is I'm convinced I can blow that up. I mean, I blew that up. Ooh! Look at that. Welcome to the Jazz Club. So this isn't going to be the best gameplay of this game, obviously, because it's me playing it. Shitballs! Right. We're going to have a little exploration around the start of the game, because I just want to show you the weapons. Sometimes you really luck out and you get loads of them. It still pretty much makes no difference, and you're just open to getting shot to fuck, but... Like I said, there's an element of chance. I know a lot of people say I can piss through this, and there are probably gameplays where they, in fact, piss for it, but I still say there's an element... An elephant? There's an elephant, a chance. Are we in the right part of the world for elephants? Come on. Oh, I can press fire. There you go, look. Bazooka. I don't. No! Have I lost it? Don't. Look. Yes! Fuck for that. Right, you don't run out. So, let's bloody run. I think it's probably easier to just try and avoid them. Rather than, you know, stay in that little bit of spot which ever so slightly to, you know, out of their... Oh, wrong keys. ability to shoot you. Look. Yeah, take that, Bill Oddie. How'd you like them apples? Oh, I'm asking for trouble doing that. I really am. River? Has it got range? Yeah. My knife is better than the bazooka. What a world we live in. Who knew? Gotta use a grenade then. Are you fucking kidding me? No! I got the bazooka! No! Don't shoot me. Don't push me. Ooh! Fuck! Look at that, that was some proper Neo bullet time shit. How'd you like them apples? Probably not the best idea to go through the gaps. Although it seemed to work alright. This gun, for shooting soldiers, is rubbish. So I can't shoot that then. There's a prisoner of war around here somewhere. Ooh, I completely forgotten what I've got to do. I swear there's a prisoner of war hanging on a crucifix. It's probably not a crucifix because it's a bloody kids game, isn't it? Based on an adult's movie. That was the funny thing about games back then that I've mentioned many times before. Look at that attribute clash tasticness. Running through the buildings. Just a lovely jaunt in the... I don't know what it is. Heavily fortified enemy area. There's another one. No, that's the first one. Ooh! Well, there you go. I apologise massively that you got to see fuck all of this. But, is the prisoner of war outside this area then? Am I raising my voice because I'm making a question? Or answering myself? Keep going up. It's all about going up until you can go no further. I've never played it before where it's been, like I said, been this sparse. Fuck nuggets with the weapons. There you go. Rambo on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Possibly even by my standards the worst gameplay I've ever done of this game. I was never going to get the helicopter anyway, but I had to show it to you because it's certainly not an example of an amazing ocean game, but it's definitely an example of an ocean game I and my brothers loved to bits. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think if you played this version, especially this version, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.